Hey guys, it's Swordfish. So we're going to be playing a game 3 of our Modern League, and today we play against Winota, which was a super popular deck in Pioneer before it was banned in Pioneer. Now, I don't know too much about the format, but I still know a little bit about how the deck functions. Now, our opponent probably loved playing Winota back when it was legal in Pioneer, and they moved to Modern. And the deck list is especially interesting because of a little bit of a larger card pool, so I'd love to hear what you think about our opponent's deck in the comments below. And with that said, let's get into the video. Okay, so we lost the die roll. Okay, so this hand, it's not the best hand. We don't have too much to do on turn 2. Not on turn 2. We don't have too much to do on turn 1, which means we're basically going to be pretty behind. But I think this hand's actually pretty capable, just because we can interact for free with our opponent with subtlety. We can pitch Loon. For Birds of Paradise, I think it's best to let that resolve, since I don't want to 2-4 myself on an early mana dork. And right now I don't know what my opponent's playing actually. So yeah, he played a fast land and then into a bird. So I'm curious what our opponent plays. And the next turn we can always just tap down the bird with Trickster. Strangle Rootgeist. Okay, so oh, did they keep a 1 lander with birds? Alright, so we gotta take 2 here. Right now I'm genuinely not too sure what our opponent's playing. Alright, so they didn't keep 1 lander, they have a fetch land. Okay. So they're just gonna crack that. Okay, Young Wolf. So, I mean, whenever I see these undying creatures, I'm thinking about Yawgmoth combo, but it can't be that. So, or can it? I mean, I don't think they would splash red, but I haven't seen any black sources yet, and typically the Yawgmoth combo deck needs a lot of black sources, so I don't think they'd have the room to squish in red mana. But also, I was thinking about Merfolk Trickstering the Birds of Paradise on their upkeep, but Strangle Rootgeist, I think we don't want to take too much damage right now, and I really don't know what my opponent's playing, so I think it's best if we just wait and see what happens. Okay, Wooded Foothills. Okay, they're gonna fetch. So okay, Temple Garden. So they're playing some white cards in their deck. Winota. Okay, so this, I gotta remind myself what this card does. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, well, we're gonna subtlety this because that is genuinely a threat right now. We haven't been able to really advance our board state. We're holding up Trickster right now, so okay, so I assume we're going to put that on the top. I feel like it might be nice to play Merfolk Trickster, save Merfolk Trickster for our next turn, but I want to apply some means of pressure, because if we just keep passing the turn doing nothing just to hold up Trickster, we're going to set ourselves behind so far. So I think we have to go Merfolk Trickster before combat. Yeah, so I don't think there would be a reason to save this for the end step. So yeah, yeah. Okay, before combat, we'll tap down the Geist, and then I don't think they'll attack, but they might. We'll see what they do here. And next turn, I think we're gonna drop Loon because she has a really big body, and maybe she'll be able to block any of the creatures they play off of the a Winota. So I think she's the best play. I mean, we could go like Master the Pearl Trident or Silver Gill Adept, but honestly, next turn we can drop down both those creatures, and we have a decent board state right now, and I feel like we'll be okay here. And I don't think we want to attack. I want to keep a few defenses up for the Young Wolf and everything. So I'm assuming they're going to play Winota, and we just hope that they don't get anything too good off of it. Okay, Winota. That's fine. We don't have subtlety or anything. That's okay. Alright. Yeah, 3 triggers. Alright, so but now we're crossing our fingers and hope they don't get anything too good. Okay, they got a Brutal Cathar. That's pretty annoying, but man, that's really annoying. But it's not like game ending. They got another Brutal Cathar. Oh. They got 3 brutal. This game. Oh my gosh, this is now not looking very good. Yeah, I don't know how to come back from that. What do we even want? Let's play Silver Kill Adept and see what we draw. But oh my gosh, this is 3 Brutal Cathars. Wow, that was very lucky. Is there anything I can get off the top? Glass pool? This game doesn't look in our favor. Alright, well, that was definitely an interesting game. Let's move on to game 2. Now, as I said earlier, I don't really know the Winota deck too well, so for sideboarding, I didn't know exactly what to do. I realized that Force Negation was probably weak because there's probably not too many non-creature spells that are a big threat that I need to counter. I added some Dismembers in because Winota herself is a big threat, and Dismember will easily deal with her for a single mana, and I really didn't want to keep 2 forces in, so I need to find another card to bring in. I figured Kira might be okay with Brutal Cathar. It would be annoying to have to not be able to target anything, and I thought I would perform okay. So with that said, let's get into game 2. Okay, so we won the die roll, that's good. And this hand, it's a 1-lander, we have Glass Pool, we want to run Vial out on turn 1. I don't like it, but we have Dismember as interaction, we can run Tidekeeper out as a 1-drop if it's really necessary. I feel like this hand's okay. We just gotta hope to draw a land. This hand would actually be better on the draw because we have a higher chance of drawing a land. But it's still not bad. I mean, we can hold up Tide. Actually, what we could do if we really wanted to Vial and Tideshaper. Well, if we really wanted to get Tideshaper out. Okay, so Ignoble Hierarch. If we draw land, we can Trickster on Upkeep, which would be great. Yeah. So let's hope we draw land here, actually. Of course, we're going to take Vial up. No, not a land. Okay, so I guess we just have to run Glass Pool Shore. And, you know, we have a second Tideshaper. Well, actually, no. We have Vial on 1, so we can just, if we really wanted to, save some life, Vial in the Tideshaper on our opponent's end step. So, yeah, we don't want to cast Tideshaper here. Okay, so they're playing Wooded Foothills, they're fetching, that's fine. Okay, they got Temple Guardian. I wonder what the white splash is for. Oh, they were playing black, actually, with the Blooming Marsh. Voice of Resurgence, okay, so this doesn't feel worth it to me to Subtlety. Yeah, we have Ether Vial, so it's not that big of a deal. Ether Vial, I mean, gets around the whole casting issue with Voice of Resurgence, so we'll be pretty good, I think. That voice shouldn't do too much damage. And hopefully we can draw Lord, get Island Walk, so it dying isn't even that relevant. It's nice to see old cards like Voice does see a little bit of play. Alright, so let's just Vial in a Tideshaper on the end step, because we can always Vial in Trickster to avoid the Voice of Resurgence clause, and then we can like kick a Tideshaper this turn. I feel like we're pretty good. I actually wouldn't mind drawing a land. Okay, we didn't draw one, but to just hold up Dismember if we drew a land. But yeah, we draw another Trickster, but I think it's best we just run out Tideshaper. Yeah, we have to pay a little bit more life, but that's fine. And then we'll just like target the. Do we target the black or the white source? Well, they have Ignoble Hierarch, which taps for black, which taps for Jund. So we're not actually cutting them off with black if we target the Golgari Fastland. So just tapping down Temple Garden here seems good, actually. Well, not tapping down. Seizing the Temple Garden seems good. So okay, Misty Rainforest. They're gonna fetch. They might have, I don't know if they have Winota yet or not. Oh, they do. Okay, let's let this resolve and we'll worry about it. We have 2 Tricksters and a Dismember. Winota is not a threat right now. Not a threat at all. But before they begin combat, we're gonna Vial in a Trickster, and we'll just... Okay, we could tap down Winota to ignore the triggers, but that wouldn't really do anything because if we tap down Voice of Resurgence, they can't attack, so the triggers will never happen. So it's just best to go with Voice of Resurgence here. Okay, so let's hope we draw a land out. Wait, well, actually, if we draw a land, nothing too much happens right now, actually. Because we just Vial and Trickster anyway, we don't want to give them a larger creature off the voice. Okay, we drew a land, that's okay. So, we could, like, hold up Dismember, but if we actually... Wait, if we play Dismember at instant speed, they're gonna get a token off the Voice of Resurgence, so that does not seem right. But we could play Trickster and tap down Winota so we can attack. We could play Trickster, tap down Winota, then attack with everything, or... Actually, no, it's better if we play... No, okay, so we want to swing in for some damage, right? So we could tap down Winota with Merfolk Trickster and then attack with everything just to get through some damage, but it might be better to play Dismember on our main phase right now and kill Winota, because this basically means we can hold up Trickster for something, and we are going to kill Winota anyway, so we might as well do it now, not give them a token, and then we can just attack with the creatures and still be able to Vial in a Trickster, or if necessary, hold up Subtlety and pitch Trickster. So this line seems pretty good, and we'll be able to swing in for 6 damage and bring our opponent down to 6 minus 14, 8? Yeah, 8. Okay, so I think our spot is fairly good here. We gotta see what our opponent has, of course, but this is looking pretty decent. I mean, a Lord would be a nice top deck. We just, like, Vial in Trickster, end step, tap down, Voice, swing with the creatures. I think this is looking pretty decent. Brutal Cathar. Do we Subtlety that? They're gonna choose to kick Tide Shaper to make our other one smaller. I don't think Brutal could... Let's see what we draw. Well, do we want to draw off Waterlogged Grove? No, okay. Let's just let it resolve. I don't think it's worth the subtletying, and there's nothing else that we cited in that would really deal with Brutal Cathar, so, yeah, so they're gonna exile that Tide Shaper. I think that's okay. And then, okay, so now we're a little further behind, but it's not the worst for us. Strangleroot Geist, okay, that's not that big of a deal. Let's see what they're gonna do. So before combat, they're tapped out now. I think we're just gonna Vial in a Trickster and tap down Voice Resurgence or Strangleroot Geist. I think, yeah, we'll go for Voice of Resurgence because that just has more abilities and it doesn't have Summoning Sickness. Yeah, so, okay, they didn't attack, that's fine. And then, do we hold up Subtlety? Let's actually sacrifice Waterlogged Grove. I feel like Subtlety is, like, I don't think holding up Subtlety is that important, and I want to top deck a Lord pretty soon, so yeah, Lord would be like what we really need to push through damage, so Fiery Islet. Okay, we already set ourselves behind by sacrificing Waterlogged Grove. Maybe we can just sack Fiery Islet, hope we top deck Lord, attack for some serious damage, and yeah, do we sack the Fiery Islet? what do we do here? We're close to casting a subtlety next turn. Let's just sacrifice it and see what we get off top, because we want to get pretty close to a lord. Okay, Ether Vial. That is not a good top deck, but it's okay. Yeah, our position just kinda... Our spot right now just went down. Well, not down, but like... Our opponent isn't looking too bad right now. Let's see what they do, though. They have 5 cards in hand? Oh, sorry, 2. Now they have 2. Okay. So they have a Young Wolf. That isn't that big of a deal, but I feel like their board is getting bigger, and it's going to get harder to push through for damage with the Lord. Well, not with the Lord. So we need, like, Spreading Seas, maybe, and then like, Lord Atlantis. That would be, like, the best cards to top deck. We need something like that. So yeah, Spreading Seas, then off Spreading Seas, draw Lord. That's really what we're hoping for right now. We still have, like, plenty. We're at 11 life, so we still have a little bit of time to work with. So it's not, like, too big of a deal. So we'll leave that 1 vial on 2, and then take that one up to 1. And okay, we drew Ether Vial again. That is a pretty bad top deck, honestly. Sometimes you just draw way too many vials. Yikes. Do we hold up bottle? We don't have enough mana to hold up Otawara. So just play Ether Vial and I guess pass the turn. Alright, so that was not a very good turn for us. We're gonna have to hope to, like, actually draw Spreading Seas and Lord off Spreading Seas at this point. So they're going down to 7. So if we draw Spreading Seas and then off that Lord, side chip would be a 2/2, then those would each be 4/4, so yeah, we'll have lethal if that happens. But oh man, they are developing their board quite far. So triggers happen, that's fine. Let's see. If we block with Tide Shape, I feel like we just leave our creatures and come on. Good cards off the top. We really need it now. So our opponent's empty-handed, but their board state is really getting pretty hard to deal with right now. So we just tick up. You always want to leave a vial on 2 just in case you top deck a Silvergill Adept. Oh, I needed land earlier this game. Okay, well, we get to hold up Subtlety now, but... no, we don't. I was confusing the day token with a land. Oh gosh. I don't typically play against anything that includes the day and night mechanics. And now, their brutal Cathar transforms, so we're looking in a world of damage right now. What did they draw? Another Strangler Geist. I mean, resolves. Hey, what is this? Okay, This actually is not looking good right now. We really need to get lucky. So they're attacking with that, and is that it? You want the Exalted trigger? Okay, they're attacking with that, and okay, so they're swinging for 7. Oh, we have to chum block right now, and oh crap. So that we have to chum, and then if we play Lord, even if we top deck exactly what we need, Spreading Seas and Lord of Atlantis or Master of the Coral Trident, that we're only gonna swing in for 6 then. So maybe Silvergill. What could we even get to survive? I don't know. This does not look pretty good right now. We drew way too many Ether Vials, honestly. But it's definitely worth it to have Ether Vial. Alright, let's see what we draw. It's a little too late. Well. So, alright, so we're basically lost here. I'm just gonna Vial in a Lord and attack with my 2 Tricksters, but that's the game. Hope you found that fun. I thought that was super interesting, and I hope to see you next time. Alright.